Yup, so what's up guys, my name is Siddharth and welcome back to the channel. So the OxygenOS 11 update to the OnePlus 7 series has been nothing less than a nightmare. And in the last video where I shared my experience of using the OnePlus 7, I can feel you guys. The comment section was full of issues and bugs that we faced, like the battery drain, the call drop, or the frame drop issues. So OnePlus has to do something about it. So OnePlus released an 11.0.2 update to the OnePlus 7 series of phones, and let's see if they have been really fixed, the issues have been fixed. So as a point, this OnePlus 7, the blue one, is still on the previous build, that 11.0.1, but this gray one I have updated to the 11.0.2 hotfix update, and let's compare like if the issues have been fixed or not. And I will share my experience of using the 11.0.2 update over the past a day or two that I have used it. So guys, without any further ado, let's get started. But guys, if you want to stay in the net, why not subscribe to Technet? So guys, go ahead, hit that red subscribe button and also give this video a like. And with that being said, let's get started. So over the course of the video, I'll talk about the major things like the performance, the battery life, the camera, and all other bugs which were being faced in the previous build. So for the first, let's talk about the performance. So in the performance, the major issue which was being faced was the frame drop and the app opening speeds. The app opening time were increased by a lot, and the daily apps like WhatsApp, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram were taking longer than expected. And to my expectation or to my usage, the app opening time have got decreased by a slight, but it still doesn't feel like a Snapdragon 855 phone or a OnePlus phone which was expected to run like a Swift. So the app opening speeds are still slow and it takes time to load. But I'm happy to tell you that the frame drop, they have been fixed. Like I have not encountered any frame drops for over like 15-20 seconds. Major jitter happens at a time when you like multitask over 5 to 10 apps, but the frame drop issue has been fixed. So the performance, if you talk about like thick or thin, the performance is same, but only the frame drop issues, and as expected in a hotfix update, has been fixed. And also, if you ask me whether or not it overheats while gaming, so I played like Call of Duty for 45 minutes or around. It didn't overheat as such, but it obviously got warmed around the camera part, and so overheating has been solved to an extent. But if you use camera for a longer duration, then it definitely heats up, and we'll talk about more in the camera section that. So now let's talk about the battery life and the battery drain issue. Like this was the single issue which was widespread over the OnePlus 7 series of smartphones on the OxygenOS 11 update. So if I recall, on the OxygenOS 10, I used to get around 5.5 hours of screen on time on a daily basis on this OnePlus 7. But with the first build of OxygenOS 11, it was like significantly dropped by an hour to 4 hours or 4 hours 20 minutes. And with the hotfix update, it has got increased ever so slightly by around 20 minutes. So on a typical day, my screen on time ranges from 4 hours to 4 hours 30 minutes. And with the always on display, you might feel like the battery drain fast, but the rate at which the battery drains is slower now in the hotfix update as compared to the previous build. So the rate at which the battery drops is slow, but it is not perfect. Like what I'm trying to say, on the first build, the always on display was like a battery sucker. It used to like drink battery, but on this hotfix update, the always on display has become little aggressive, but it is far from perfect. So battery drain has been fixed, but the battery life has decreased from the OxygenOS 10 update. And I missed like about the charging part in the battery section. So the charging time has like around 80 to 90 minutes only. On the official build on the OxygenOS 10, it used to take around 70 to 80 minutes, and now it takes around 85 to 90 minutes. So it has increased by 10 minutes, and that continues. In the first build of the OxygenOS 11, this was the case, and in the hotfix update also, the charging time is same. So no improvements there. And so if you want to talk about the cameras, well, there is nothing good to say here. The cameras were weak and they are weak now. So on the OxygenOS 10 update, it used to capture red as ping and used to mess up with the white balance, HDR, and over sharpened videos and images. And same as the story on the OxygenOS 11. On the previous build, it used to like mess up the videos with the colors, and in the hotfix update, the same story continues. The sensor is weak, but I thought like OnePlus would put up effort and make the image processing better, but it is straight up trash, and the images that it captures are soft and not at all up to the flagship level. So it makes me disappointed every time I talk about the cameras on the OnePlus 7. And there has been no improvement in the camera section on the hotfix update. It tends to shoot up its temperature while video recording, and it's continuous. So let's hope like it fixes in the next update. And like the cameras, like they really like pisses me off whenever I talk about the cameras. So let's not talk more about the cameras and talk about the miscellaneous thing. How is the call quality or the major issues which were faced other than this? So on my last video where I shared my experience of using the first build of OxygenOS 11 on this OnePlus 7, many of you were telling that it faced cellular issues where the call were being dropped or the cellular network speeds were dropped significantly. Well, I've used this for a sufficient time now, for over a day now, and I have never experienced any call drop over that time. And also the cellular speed which I was getting before on the OxygenOS 10 update, I am getting those speeds only. And many of you were also telling about the speaker volume. Well, now I've checked by playing songs and they have been fixed, and also the regular stuff like the Bluetooth, NFC, they work as expected. And so all these basic things have been covered in this hotfix update, and it definitely feels improved from the first build. And guys, as I told you before, like this OnePlus 7, the blue one runs on the first build, and this one runs on the hotfix update. And I can happily tell you that this hotfix update has definitely improved over the first build, and this definitely feels like a OnePlus phone, and like it runs on a flagship processor, feels snappier in the hand. The app opening time, as I told you before, have decreased and never overheat, and the frame drop have also fixed over a large extent, and the battery drain has reduced, but it's far from perfect, as I told you. The always on display also works, and the cameras, like that saga continues. So I've covered all the bases, I think. And guys, if you still have any query, then feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to help you there. And guys, that was all from this video. I hope you found this content helpful, and guys, if that's been the case, then share this video among the OnePlus 7 users that you know, and also subscribe to the channel, as we are really close to like 500 subscribers. So go ahead, hit that red subscribe button, and also give this video a like. Till then, this was your host Siddharth. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, bye bye.